I live alone. That's the first thing you need to know before I tell you what happened that night. My name's Evan Carter. I've been renting a small house on the outskirts of Asheville, North Carolina, for 3 years now. It's quiet here, too quiet sometimes. The woods behind my house stretch for miles, and my nearest neighbor is half a mile away. I came here to find peace, to get away from city noise. But I learned something out here. Silence can make its own kind of noise. It started on a cold October night. One of those nights where the air feels heavy and the moonlight turns silver and sharp. I woke up suddenly, not from a nightmare, not from a dream. It was something else, a sound. Knock, knock, knock. 3 short, deliberate knocks on my front door. I sat up, heart pounding. Who would be knocking at 2 in the morning? Maybe someone needed help, a lost driver or a hiker? But it was silent outside. No footsteps, no engine. I grabbed my phone. No texts, no alerts. Just the time, 2:03 a.m. I took the baseball bat from beside my bed and crept toward the living room. My bare feet pressed against the cold wooden floor. Every step creaked like a whisper. Moonlight sliced through the blinds in pale stripes. "Hello?" I called. "Who's there?" No answer. I moved closer to the door. Nothing but the hum of the refrigerator behind me. I peeked through the small window beside the door. No one. The porch was empty. The yard was just a sea of shadows. I turned on the porch light, but it didn't work. The bulb was dead. It had been working just a few hours ago. That was the first thing that didn't make sense. I waited a moment longer. No movement, no sound. Finally, I turned back toward the hallway. That's when I heard it. A soft creak from behind me. I froze. It came from inside the house. The sound was faint, but close. From the guest room. That door was always closed. Then I heard a slow shift, a floorboard, a breath. Someone was inside my house. I grabbed my phone and whispered into it. 911, someone's in my house. The dispatcher told me to stay calm. Lock yourself in a room, officers are on their way. I backed into my bedroom, shut the door, and shoved the dresser against it. Then I waited, listening. 5 minutes, 10, nothing. Then, click. The call dropped. No signal. 0 bars. The bedroom door. The doorknob turned. Not fast, just slow, like someone was testing it. I stopped breathing. Then silence again, until I heard scraping from the window. A slow, dragging sound, like fingers brushing against glass. I turned toward the window and saw a shadow move past the blinds. Someone was outside, or maybe there were 2 of them. The scraping stopped. Then came the sound. Knock, knock, knock. 3 slow knocks, but this time they came from the bedroom door. I almost dropped the bat. Then a voice. Quiet, calm. Evan. I froze. They said my name. "You should have opened the door." "How do you know my name?" I whispered. No answer. Then the voice again, soft, almost friendly. "Evan, you left the back door open." That couldn't be true. I always check the doors before bed. "Who are you?" I yelled. Silence. Then footsteps, slow, heavy, walking away. I waited. 5 minutes, 10, nothing. Finally, I moved the dresser aside and opened the door just enough to peek out. The hallway was empty, still. only moonlight. Halfway down, the guest room door was open. I knew I'd closed it. I crept toward it, heart racing. Inside, I saw muddy footprints, bare footprints, leading to the closet. I pulled the door open, empty. Just boxes, clothes, and darkness. Then I saw it on the window. Written on the fogged glass were the words, "You should have opened the door." The photo. I stumbled backward, terrified. Ran to the living room. The front door still locked, but the deadbolt was half turned. Someone had tried to unlock it from the inside. Then I saw flashing lights, blue and red. The police. They searched every room. Nothing. No footprints, no forced entry. The muddy prints in the guest room? Gone, like they were never there. They told me it was probably a nightmare, sleepwalking, or stress. But I know what I heard, what I saw. 2 days later, I got a text. No name, no profile photo. It said, "Next time, don't call the cops." Attached was a photo of me sleeping in my bed. That was a year ago. I moved, changed my number, installed cameras. But sometimes, late at night, around 2 a.m., I still hear it. Knock, knock, knock. And somewhere behind me, a door creaks open.